Let's take them back.
As the preacher takes the pulpit.
It's the 2K Sport.
Another one. DJ Khaled.
We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to... Sacramento. Tip-off goes to Orlando. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Peyton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Fournier in at the 3 slot. That is good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
And it's Wade penetrating, and the shot is good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Down low. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. Out to Peyton. Oladipo against Wade. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. Fournier in the corner. Pocket 2. Great look, but off the mark. Rick, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Orlando grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lap.
Outside Bosch. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category. for his career. But boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hit his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Here's Wade. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Now here's Dragic. It's a 3-point game. Wade on the wing. Shot clock at 2. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, the scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
Talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of fours like that on draft night.
Now here's Dragic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Oladipo against Wade. Here's Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Takes the 3. Wade outside. Pass to Dang. He feeds it to Bosh. Wade kicks to Dang. The second chance effort. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Fournier. He's covered by Deng. Got a piece of it. Gordon, the pass to Fournier. 6 to shoot. The shot by Payton. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Payton's got his first basket. The Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And once again, last season, the Magic were near the bottom of the East. Only 15 wins for them against the rest of that conference.
To the middle. For 3, Fournier. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Miami trailing. In transition, here comes Miami. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Dragic. And that's now 6 points for Dwayne Wade. And they double up Payton to the inside. And it's Vucevic missing.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
1:07 left here in the opening quarter. Fournier dishes to Gordon. Out to the right wing. Goes up the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dragic has got his first 3 points of the game. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Payton outside. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dang's got the ball. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Fournier. It's from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists in the game. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range. Now here's Dragic. 9 points last game. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's an excellent challenge.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Orlando leading. Payton passes to Vucevic. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Fournier, that's for 2. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Baseline Jay on the way, and he knocks down the jumper. And it's a 3-point Miami lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Heat?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Fires the 3. Oladipo misses.
And you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in block shots last season. Also posted the second best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
Here's Payton after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Payton drives in. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Shot's good. And the Heat lead by 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Fournier. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Another miss by Wade. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Oladipo. Averaging 13 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Deng dishes to Wade. Back to Deng. Fades. Can't get it to go. So Orlando will take it the other way. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Two teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And so here's Orlando. After the missed 3 from Goran Dragic. Fournier's shot is off.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Outside Bosh puts up a 3. A basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Outside Dang. The dish to Bosh. And the pass to Wade. 1:30 left in the first half of basketball. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Fournier, and it's blocked by Dang. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Dang. Tobias Harris is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Payton drives in to the right side. For 3, Fournier, and the shot is good. Fournier's got 5 points in the quarter.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Dragic kicks to Dang. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Payton up top. He's guarded by Dragic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Fournier. And stolen by Whiteside. In transition, here comes Miami. Dragic is running, and Elfrid Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. .36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Wade passes to Whiteside. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. 5 on the clock. And Bosh gets it to go on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Oladipo. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Payton drives in. Makes it off the glass. Payton's got 7 points. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And we're through the first.
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. Dwayne Wade has been all over the floor tonight. He had 12 points, 3 steals, and 1 rebound. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Wade's been able to continue his game. 12 points. He has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
And so in the game for the Magic, the backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. And it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. And it's Wade with the jam.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
The Magic trail by 7.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state, but what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
And here's Dragic after the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo. Dang gets a wide-open look, and the Heat, another three.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all three of their shot attempts.
Greg, you brought up the topic of Wade. He's had a chance to make several tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talented.
Well, when Shaq comes in and joins him, many had to change away when LeBron came in to play
Great
a
credit
different
to
way.
him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the three, or just taking it to the rack himself. They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Payton drives in. Wide open. Miami grabs the miss.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms, to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
The Magic trail by 7. Payton kicks to Oladipo. Back to Payton. Now the feed to Fournier. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Goran Dragic.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on D. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
Take a look at what Fournier's been doing. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Outside Dragic. Heat moving the ball around. Dang goes in. And that one's good. Dang's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Stolen by Bosh. And here we go with Dang running it up the floor. Vucevic with the block. To the paint. Here's Oladipo. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That's his first foul. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off the teams, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
And so he hits both.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Dragic kicks to Wade. It's stolen by Oladipo. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
We've seen some good numbers for Oladipo. He's got 8 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Oladipo hits them both.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
Pass to Payton. Wade brings the double team. Oladipo goes in, and Fournier kicks to Gordon. Clock at 6, 11 feet away. Fournier's shot is off.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Here's Oladipo. The shot from the low post is good. Oladipo's got 9 points in the quarter. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. It's Dragic with the drive. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Fournier. Wade is covering. Fournier dishes to Payton. Pass to Fournier. Dragic against Payton. Fournier, that's for 2. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
That is good. And that's 13 points for Luol Deng.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Payton drives in. The shot. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Fournier. And so here is Miami. They host the 76ers after this game. And it's Deng in the corner. Fournier pulls it down. The Magic have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. It's Oladipo on the wing. Kicks to Fournier. Payton outside. He dishes it to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Dragic the pass to Deng. Wade outside. And he makes good on the layup. Wade's got 8 points in the quarter. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Payton. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Deng are the 2 and 3. And it's Dragic in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Picked him clean. Payton in the corner. He kicks it to Fournier. Gordon inside. He's guarded by Dragic. Oladipo goes in to the paint. Here's Vucevic, and he goes in for the dunk.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Payton kicks to Fournier. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. It's stolen by Deng. It's taken away by Payton. Fournier for 3. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Dragic against Payton. And Dragic has it in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Payton dishes to Vucevic. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Outside Dragic. Wade with no one around. No good on the triple. Orlando's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. It's stolen by Dang. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Wade outside. Bosch passes to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Outside Bosch. Lets it go. The Heat rebound. Here's Whiteside. 11 feet out and he hits it. And the Heat lead by 4.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Fournier. Dragic with a nice D.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Excellent game we've seen from Luol Deng. 13 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
The Heat leading by 4. Dragic left side. Deng kicks to Dragic. To the middle. Whiteside inside. He's against Gordon, and he gets it to go. The Magic trail by 6. Payton kicks to Vucevic. At the elbow, it's Gordon. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Down low. Here's Bosch. Vucevic with the block. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dragic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
And Oladipo, here we go. For 3, Fournier.
Good. Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
And it's blocked by Gordon. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, you know, his shooting has got them in a position to win this game now. And with the clock winding down and the score where it is, well, I think his green light is always on. And it's going to stay on here.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Here's Fournier. Second chance shot, and Whiteside sends it back. The Heat with the lead. Outside Dragic. Corner shot. Nails it. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Miami?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wade drives in from 12 feet out. That misses off the backboard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Yes! As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Got time. Don't have to isolate immediately.
Important, and you're right about clock management. I mean, this is a great opportunity here, but first and foremost, they have got to get a quality shot.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He said, no time to waste, fellas. We've got to pick it up right now if we're going to make a comeback and try to win this thing. Let's go all out. Back to you.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Timeout called the Heat. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 18 that time from Vucevic. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. .16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Whiteside. And it's Dragic off the drive. Oh, off target.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean...
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Five seconds left to play in the final quarter. To take the lead. Yes! Near the three-point line, it's Wade. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan Player of the Game.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
I mean, he was lights out from deep. Some aerial mastery going on, guys. He spent a lot more time behind the arc than he usually does. Good call by the coaching staff to use him in that way. The defense was not expecting it.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny.